Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 5th of August, 2020. We're going to reflect on Matthew 15, 21 to 28. Listen. Jesus left that place and went away to the district of Tyre and Sidon. Just then a Canaanite woman from that region came out and started shouting, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But Jesus did not answer her at all. And his disciples came and urged him, saying, "Send her away, for she keeps shouting after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and knelt before him, saying, "Lord, help me." And Jesus answered, "It is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." And she said, "Yes, Lord, yet even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." And Jesus answered her, "Woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed instantly. The Gospel of the Lord. Have you ever realized how bizarre Jesus' healing methods were? On one occasion, he put his fingers into the ears of a man that couldn't hear. He spat on his hands and touched the tongue of a man that couldn't talk. He did the spitting trick again with a blind man, only this time he spat on the ground, made a little mud pack and pasted it on the man's eyes, telling him to go wash himself in a local pool. Utterly fascinating, don't you think? But do you ever wonder why? I'll leave that for you to think about. I promise you the answer another time, although you will find a clue in today's reflection. In today's story, Jesus continues with his bizarre ways. This time, he doesn't say a word. A woman comes to him asking for a daughter to be delivered from a demonic spirit, and he just keeps quiet. Have you ever spoken to someone who doesn't speak back to you? If you are married and had a fight with your wife, I'm certain you have, and it feels weird, right? I imagine that's how this woman felt, weird. Then the disciples come and tell Jesus to send her away right in front of her. Jesus says, as if affirming what they were saying, that he sent only to the lost sheep of Israel. Now, I need you to think about something. These lost sheep of Israel that Jesus was talking about were the Jews. They should have known Jesus was the Messiah. They had been waiting for him long enough, but they didn't recognize him. They kept asking for a sign after he had already given them about a gazillion signs. And here before him now was a pagan woman who for some reason was totally convinced that he was the Messiah. She didn't seem perturbed by what Jesus said. Scripture says she came and did him homage, which means she worshipped him. Then she pleaded, "Lord, help me." And Jesus then says the strangest thing. It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs. Taken at face value, it may seem like Jesus is insulting the woman, but is that what he's doing? Imagine you're that woman, though. Go on, seriously, imagine for a moment that you are this woman. What would you have done? How would you have reacted? I'm guessing many of you would have walked off in a huff, grumbling, "Who does he think he is? I go to him for help for my daughter and he calls me a dog. And he says he's the Messiah." Isn't this how we might have reacted? But this lady didn't react this way. Why? Because she, a pagan, understood that even a crumb from the table of heaven was more than enough for her needs. The Jews that surrounded Jesus had a banquet laid out in front of them, but didn't realize its value. I include the apostles among them because most of the things that Jesus said to the woman was intended for them. He was hoping perhaps to shock them into obtaining the understanding the woman had of who he was and what he was offering. We also have a banquet spread out before us. And although the crumbs would suffice, why settle for less than a feast? God bless you.